war rages across the mortal realms. New alliances are formed while others lie shattered, and the dominant powers ever seek their next conquest. As these two powerful forces prepare to clash, only one will rise victorious when the dust settles. While this and countless other battles rage on, one fact is becoming clear. The season of war has begun. This video is brought to you by the support of our channel members and the FLGS Partners, Warfire Minis, and X-Planet. Looking for a painting commission? Check out artwstudio.com.
Hello and welcome to Season of War! Tonight we have another game of Age of Sigmar, coming to you with the Slaves to Darkness, matching up against Sylvaneth tonight. My army, as typical lately, was voted on by the premium members. Yeah. They chose for the trees to go up against, the chaotic evil of the slaves.
Order versus chaos.
Yes.
You can't be better than this.
Exactly. And you're especially bad because you have the Incarnate.
Yeah.
So you're even more evil than normal.
Testing out some things.
Yeah, playing with some slaves jank tonight. But just as we're getting started, always want to invite you guys to check out our premium membership. If you're enjoying the channel, want to support, get more content, tons of perks. We actually just today launched kind of did a soft launch of a couple new tiers in our membership. So lots more coming out. Super excited for that, and hope you guys will be pumped and enjoy it as well.
People have been asking for a long time.
For the multiple tiers and
finally
more content. So with your guys' help, we're hoping to bring even more action to you guys. But the mission we're playing today is Head-On Collision. So this is hold one. You get 1 point for your home objective. The center is worth 2. If you take your opponent's objective, it's worth 4. And that's about it. There's nothing really, no
extra
twist.
Point if you take that with the
True,
TV.
That's the twist.
Yeah.
If you claim it for the first time with a Galatian veteran, you get the bonus point.
And notable, like we've said before, you need to be that turn. So if you get the point on your own turn, on your opponent's turn, you don't get that extra point.
And there is no controlling round 1 actually, so that's another kind of facet to this mission.
Yep.
But that's basically it. So, Rich, do you want to take us through your slaves list?
Yes. So I am playing the Warriors of Chaos from Fantasy. You'll see a lot of these amazing old models are Pewter and Jordan hates it because they're not all consistent.
It hurts my soul.
But anyways, I'm running a Ravagers list. So it's in Grand Strategy Show of Dominance, which should be good with this list. And then the list is a Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Manticore. He's got Master Magic Arcane Tome. And then each hero has a command trait essentially in Ravagers. And then the second hero is the Chaos, just the Sorc Lord on foot. He's got the extra 2 wounds as his command trait. And then the third one is this Slaneshi amazing Chaos Lord that I'm playing him as, but he's a Chaos Lord and he has the Eternal Vendetta. So it's a +1 to wound, I think, and then reroll hits against order.
Nice.
And then that's it for the heroes. And then I have a brick of 20 Chaos Warriors with shields and hand weapon, a brick of 30 Marauders with axe and shield, a unit of Untamed Beasts, and 5 Chaos Knights. The Knights and the Warriors, or the Knights and the Marauders are in Bounty Hunters, and the Warriors and the Untamed Beasts are in Conquerors.
Yep.
And then we have the Kitty Cat. You want to try him out, give him the nice -2 Bravery.
Yep.
And then I have the Incarnate as well. And everyone's favorite endless spell,
Horrorghast, obviously with the other minuses to bravery.
Working well with that, So I've been toying around with lists like this, Archeon lists, like I don't know, I do love slaves, so it's
And
fun.
Who is the Incarnate bonded to for you?
He's bonded to
the Sorc Lord on Manticore.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
He's got a little bit more wounds, a bit more mobility, so we'll see.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then instead of, I went for the Double Triumph instead of the Artifact, because some of the artifacts aren't amazing. So I took Inspired, which is the Bravery one, and then as well, is the +1 to wound, and then the Bravery one, whatever that one is, Bloodthirsty. Is that the charge one?
That's the charge one, Inspired and Indomitable.
Indomitable, there you go. Yeah.
Cool. Well, for me, I'm playing Sylvaneth tonight. Actually had a good chat in our Discord with a couple of the guys talking about what to run tonight. So doing something a little different. So shout outs to Jordy and Fagerlund. Again, I always love chatting about different things and different ideas, and excited to try some different things out tonight. Namely, first time with the new book, I'm running Winterleaf. So can't retreat from me, and because of the Season of War I chose, you can't teleport away from me either. Not super relevant in this matchup,
no.
But it couldn't, like, you have bigger units, so I could tag them on the end, use different tricks to really keep them ineffective, so.
No retreat could come up for sure.
Yeah, but otherwise I have a Tree Lord Ancient as my general. He has the Lord of Spites, which is -1 attack if you're within 3 inches of him, huge.
Yep.
And the Crown of Fell Bowers to get +1 to wound against, for all Sylvaneth stuff against a unit within 6 inches.
Yep.
And then my other heroes are the Arch Revenant, who has Arcane Tome, Virtuous Harmony, and a Battle Mage for the Wild Form +2 to charge spell.
Yep.
Otherwise, I do have another Tree Lord, because not piling in, charged with not, or combined with not being able to
Fight last.
Yeah, fight last and not being able to retreat could be really annoying.
Yeah.
And then I have a unit of 6 Current Hunters with Scythes, and 2 units of 5 Tree Revenants, and a unit of 20 Dryads. Haven't really pulled out the Dryads much lately.
Yeah.
So.
3 bugs.
Yep, 3 bugs as well. Obviously bringing back the Tree Revenants is a big thing. Also just a quick mobile threat.
Yeah.
Both the bugs and the Kurnoth Hunters are in Bounty Hunters, where the 2 Tree Revenants and the Dryads are in Expert Conquerors.
Makes sense.
And then I had a Command Entourage otherwise, and we were both at 9 drops here.
Yeah, so it was actually
unsurprisingly,
take a guess who won that.
Bridge won the roll to drop first. So that does mean you get to choose who goes first, Ridge.
Yeah.
All up to you.
Yeah, I deployed in a way. This list actually doesn't mind going first to get some of the +1 saves up and everything, but I don't think you're going to be able to do too much. So I'm gonna give you first.
Okay.
I do have a pregame move with the Untamed Beasts.
Sounds good.
And then we can get into it.
Sounds good. Going into Sylvaneth, turn 1.
Go.
Being given first turn, the Sylvaneth battle tactic is Harness the Spirit's Paths. The Tree Lord Ancient uses Heroic Leadership, which the Sorcerer on Manticore fails. In the hero phase, the Kurnoth Hunters receive Mystic Shield and Wild Form for a +2 to charge. The Tree Lord Ancient uses Silent Communion to summon a Wildwood and then casts Arcane Bolt. At the start of the movement phase, both Tree Lords and Tree Revenant units use their teleport abilities to reposition. The Kurnoth walk the hidden paths, positioning to charge the Incarnate. The Tree Lord's Strangle Roots deal 4 damage to the Untamed Beasts. The Tree Lord Ancient also shoots at the Untamed Beasts, finishing them off. The Kurnoth make their charge into the Incarnate, which roars at them. The Incarnate uses all-out defense as the Kurnoth strike, dealing 20 damage, then fading away. The objectives cannot be controlled in the first battle round, but the Sylvaneth score 2 points for their battle tactic.
All right, solid start for Sylvaneth. Just trying to do what I can. Namely, the big thing was battle tactic. It was tough. In the end, I could have just done Desecrate on this anyways because I ended up moving over there. But at the time, I didn't want to have to commit to doing that.
Yeah. Save that one too.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And otherwise, though, I did get my battle tactic with the charge and then teleport away, doing that with my Kurnoth Hunters. After I summon the tree to teleport, get into the Incarnate, take it down a level early. Now, if it goes, you send it on your turn, it could die.
Yep.
And I'm trying to protect my monsters so that you can't level up off of them, and I didn't take any endless spells, so.
Done that quite well.
Yeah, trying, yeah.
Wrapping of the trees.
It's perfect because I wanted to kind of do that anyways, right?
Yeah.
I have buffs out of my trees, the fight last, no pile-in from him, or, you know, different things, so it obviously makes sense to be close to those guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, feeling pretty decent about positioning. I never liked being a high drop list and being given first. Exactly, yeah. But again, just with trying something different here. I also shot off the Untamed Beast with my Tree Lord doing 4 damage and the Ancient doing 6. So
I did not think that
was solid. I put my bugs up to kind of zone and actually just charge in and kind of whatever, get in the way, maybe die. But I'm actually happy I didn't have to charge them in, a little more defensive. Could throw something into them, but there's a lot of things that you kind of have to deal with right now. And I have kind of zoned you out from a lot of the board.
Yeah, and you have 3 imbinds?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. The spells are going to be very much what happens here.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Sylvaneth turn. And we'll jump into Slaves to Darkness, turn 1.
Sounds good.
Staring down their enemies, the Slaves to Darkness battle tactic is head-to-head on the right Tree Revenants. The Sorcerer on Manticore uses Heroic Leadership, which the Tree Lord Ancient fails. The Sorcerers use Oracular Visions on the Chaos Warriors and Marauders, granting +1 to save. The Sorcerer Lord fails to cast Demonic Power. The Sorcerer on Manticore then casts Mystic Shield on the Warriors, but has Mask of Darkness unbound. The Mind Stealer uses Dominate Mind to make the Tree Revenants fight last. The Chaos Warriors use At the Double to rush and contest the center objective. The Sorcerer Lord uses Rally the Tribes to summon 10 Chaos Marauders. The Marauders unit and Horsemen all charge into the Tree Revenants. The Marauder Horsemen kill a unit of Tree Revenants. The Chaos Marauders kill the other unit of Tree Revenants. This turn, the Slave to Darkness fail their battle tactic and score 0 points. That sucks.
Alright, so back from Slaves to Darkness, turn 1. The kitty cat made them fight last, and the 2 bounty hunter units waxed the tree revs.
Yeah.
The only kind of thing that I was thinking in my head that I wasn't going to do, which I'm actually maybe a little bit happy that I failed the Mask of Darkness. So I wanted to teleport them over here, and then I was going to try to just kind of stay on this side of the board and evade all of that. but now that I've actually killed that unit, those are your 2 teleporting units that can be a menace later.
Yep.
So yeah, amazing. I think it's a great turn, obviously.
Yeah, it's for me. Obviously, don't feel great now, but it's tough because they're my screening units as well as my teleporting objective grabbers.
Yep.
But it's like at this point, with this kind of a build, I almost don't want to screen out my other stuff, right? Like you didn't even charge anything because you just didn't want to get hit back.
No, because
you're not
even the Incarnate. I was like, it's not worth it if he takes 10 back. Or
7, 10 damage, and you go down a level and it's gone.
Yeah.
Then I have free reign with my units if I win priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always kind of not sure about bounty hunters with them. Here it's so varied, right? Like these were 2 perfect targets for bounty hunters to take out.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's that classic old one, GV bounty hunter. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
So yeah, these guys are +3 save right now. So that's what you do with the Chaos Warriors, Mystic Shield, and the Oracular Visions, and their War Scroll. So yeah, we don't control anything.
Nope.
I did GV kill GV, which I was pretty happy with this, but then I rallied these 10 from the Ravager command trait, which is just awesome too.
Yeah, and you know what? They're not GV, so you would have failed that.
They are GVs, you're right. Yes, actually, yes.
Because they.
And at first I was like, I'm doing this one, then I was like, no, I switched it to this. Yeah, that's actually true. So no, I will fail that.
Okay. Probably not going to be the end of the world by the end of the game, but...
Yeah, even when I was in the thought process, for some reason, in my head, I'm just like, they'll definitely, I think
they kill them, but you have to do it, with a GV.
Yeah, that's a brain fart from me.
Yeah, so into priority.
Yes.
I win ties, that's a 4. Doesn't matter, original is a 6.
I feel bad at this point.
Yep, you should.
But I failed my tactic, so come on, can't feel that bad.
You're also going to walk onto my home objective.
Yeah, I'll get some points here. Sure.
Cool.
Yes, so I'll take a turn.
That's pretty much it. Going into Slaves to Darkness, turn 2.
Go.
Winning priority and taking the double, the slaves choose the battle tactic Desecrate their lands. The Chaos Lord and Archrevan both fail heroic leadership. The sorcerers use oracular visions on the warriors and marauders again, granting +1 to save. The Mindstealer uses Dominate Minds to make the Kurnoth hunters fight last. The sorcerer on Manticore fails Wind of Chaos, but casts Mystic Shield on the Chaos Warriors. The Sorcerer Lord casts Mask of Darkness, teleporting the Chaos Marauders. The 10 Marauders use At the Double, rushing the Sylvaneth objective, but it allows the Battle Mage to redeploy, and she moves 3 inches. The Chaos Lord uses Rally the Tribes to summon 5 Marauder Horsemen, who then shoot at the Battle Mage, dealing 2 damage. The Chaos Knights and Warriors charge into the Dryads on the center objective, and the Marauder Horseman makes a 10-inch charge into the Battle Mage. The Tree Lord uses Ground Shaker to make the Chaos Knights fight last. The Warriors attack the Dryads, who use all-out defense and only take 3 damage. The Battle Mage attacks the Horseman, but deals no damage and is killed immediately after. The Seekers use all-out attack, dealing 5 damage to the Chaos Warriors. Dryads then attack, dealing 3 damage to both the Chaos Knights and Warriors. The Tree Lord attacks next, dealing no damage to the Knights, but stopping their pile-in due to Lash and Tangle. The 2 Knights in combat deal 3 damage to the Dryads, who then fail their Battle Shock and lose 8 more models. The Slaves to Darkness claim 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring 10 points. 10 points, what?
Alrighty, so back from Slaves turn 2. Cleared out some Dryads.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Couple things.
More ran than you killed.
Yes, exactly. Couple interactions
Which is,
in the middle with like the Tree Lord not being able to pile in and pulling guys out.
Fight last. -1 hitting a wound on the Dryads.
Yeah, which was real good. Still got a couple through with the Knights, which was good because there's a couple damage.
I was trying to pull them out because they're bounty hunters, but you still
just couldn't pile away because you were closest to the one guy was closest. You made a really nice redeploy actually here, so that those Marauders couldn't charge you.
I needed a 3-up.
Yeah, which you rolled the 3, so they're outside of 12, just barely outside of 12. But the Marauders then rolled a 10 and got it.
The Horseman,
The Marauder Horseman, and then killed her. I did measure this before, and I used one of my 2 CP, which are so used. Like I need CP in this army to just make sure I could shut off that tree.
Yeah, stops my Kurnoth like from going over there.
Yeah, which is big because they can chain and kill a lot of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of moved everything. Again, the Incarnate, same thing. I'm like, it's not worth him taking 7-8 damage and then dying. He's still something you got to deal with now.
Yeah.
So, holding 2 more.
And fight last on the Kurnoth is notable too, that I have to kind of consider that.
The cat with the fun game that we play where we pick a die each and then roll it. Yeah, I really like the cat so far because he also gave -2. I mean, you were -3 bravery here with the Dryads, which made you were what, 9? Oh no, you were 3. Oh, no.
Well, I was -9.
Yeah.
And I'm 6 bravery, so I was losing 3 plus D6.
And I rolled a 5.
Yeah, so.
And then, I rolled a 6. I think I lost 1, but
not too bad.
It's fine for the Warriors. So in a good spot, and
you did 4 for my objective, 2 for the middle, 2 for the battle tactic, but you drop a point for your home objective.
Oh, because it is actually 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was 1, 2 more.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was thinking, because when you first said about it laying off of it, if I take it back, I get an extra point. I wasn't even really thinking about that, but after I did this, I was like, okay, that might
Well,
happen.
we're so used to already controlling it from turn 1.
Yeah.
You had guys on it, so you're like, oh, if I move off, then I'm fine.
I don't know if I would have been able to keep...
You wouldn't have had the auras and stuff.
Yeah, so I really wanted to stay holding 12 with him. So, whatever, drop a point, but I'll get an extra 1 for having a GV, taking that with a GV.
And actually, both of these, you get the GV points.
Oh, so it's cumulative.
Yeah, I assume so. So, pending review, it's 10 points this round, actually. Obviously, 4 for that one's big, so I gotta find a way to snake onto yours.
With a double, you definitely can.
Yeah. Well, hopefully before that, but we'll see. Going into Sylvaneth, turn 2.
Sounds good.
Looking to reclaim ground, the Sylvaneth battle tactic is desecrate their lands. The Tree Lord Ancient and Sorcerer on Manticore both use heroic leadership. The Tree Lord Ancient casts Verdant Blessing to summon a Wildwood, and the Arch Revenant fails Verdurous Harmony. The Tree Lord Ancient uses the Spirit's Paths to teleport, looking to recover their home objective. The Dryads walk the hidden paths to claim their enemy's objective. The Tree Lord and Ancient both shoot at the Chaos Warriors, dealing 3 damage in total. The Tree Lord Ancient charges into the Marauders, and the Kurnoth Hunters charge into the Incarnate. The Tree Lord fails Ground Shaker, and the Ancient fails to Stomp, and the Incarnate roars the Kurnoth. These monstrous actions definitely didn't go Sylvaneth's way. The Kurnoth are still fighting last due to Mind Stealer, so the Seekers activate first, using all-out attack and dealing 11 damage to the Chaos Warriors. The Chaos Knights deal 2 damage to the Tree Lord, who then fights, dealing no damage but stopping the warriors from piling in. The 10 Marauders deal 1 damage to the Ancient but suffers 8 casualties in return. The Incarnate fights next, killing 2 Kurnoth, but the remaining 4 still deal 20 damage in return. In Battle Shock, the Kurnoth use Inspiring Presence. 2 Marauders flee, and the Incarnate is slain. The Sylvaneth claim only 1 objective, but complete their battle tactic and still score 7 points.
All right, Sylvaneth turn 2. It was pretty respectable, actually. You did a good job of zoning and tidying the trees so I couldn't teleport to them. And the only mistake I made, I think, it's tough. I wanted my Arch Revenant up so I could give the +1 to Wound Aura, which actually was huge.
Yeah,
but it meant
taking down the
Incarnate
if you didn't do that.
Yeah. Good chance they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because they had fight last and you got to hit them first, kill 2 before. But if he was on the objective, I would have taken it back.
1 point.
It's only 1 point, so it's not the end of the world. And I am gonna, I did manage to summon a tree with a nice 11 to cast.
Yeah.
And then teleport out my Dryads. They weren't doing anything at this point.
Yeah.
So that was kind of their best use, which is going to score me 5 points there just for that.
Just them alone gets you pretty much, well, and the
5, and then the battle tactic for 7 points.
6, 4 plus the battle tactic for 6.
And the GV for 7, yeah. So solid turn of scoring. And over here, I didn't want to pull anything out, really, just trying to get the damage through. And you're at the plus, you're on a 3-up rerolling 1 through most of my, all my Rend 2 even.
Yep.
But it just a couple 2s, 10 attacks, you rolled 2, 3 misses, or 3 went through your save, and that's 9 damage there on Bounty Hunters.
Yeah.
So that was, the bugs are spicy, and this is the first time, I've ran them in Bounty Hunters so much, but it feels like this is one of the first times they've actually gone into a GV that's not just minimum size and they kill it anyways.
Doing 9 damage is huge against them.
Yeah, so that was good. Tree Lord Ancient made his 9-inch charge. So we're tied on this objective, so again, I don't take it back. But we're in for a fight now. Now that the Incarnate's down, now it's like the first big hurdle for me, right? Is kind of dealing with that.
Well, the Warriors, you dwindled them down really well. So now
this turn,
6 of them, or 7 of them is a lot. They lose the +1 to save from them.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, yeah,
so now
okay.
They're +2 still if you get the turn. But
yeah. But with Kurnoth at Rend 3, that's much easier to chew through at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not everything on 3s rolling 1s, pretty much.
Yeah. And that's that. So we can jump into priority.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
1.
Oh, Ridge rolls a 1 for priority.
Rarely ever see it.
What a gift. What a gift you've given me. Let's do it. Jumping into Sylvaneth, turn 3.
Sounds good.
With momentum on their side, the Sylvaneth battle tactic is against the odds, though the Slaves of Darkness make their center objective the Proving Ground. The Tree Lord Ancient fails heroic leadership, while the Sorcerer Manticore succeeds. The Warsong Revenant fails to cast Virtuous Harmony, and the Tree Lord Ancient's Mystic Shield is unbound. The Sorcerer Manticore redeploys, moving 4 inches away. Coward. The Tree Lord and Ancient both shoot at the Chaos Knights, dealing 2 damage in total. The Kurnoth charge into the center objective, but the Tree Lord Ancient has to use Forward to Victory to engage the Marauder Horsemen. The Tree Lord fails Ground Shaker, but the Ancient stomps the Marauder Horseman, dealing 2 mortal wounds. The Tree Lord fights first, killing the Knights and dealing 2 damage to the Warriors. The Marauder Horsemen deal 1 damage to the Tree Lord Ancient, who deals 6 damage back. The Chaos Warriors deal no damage, then use all-out defense. The Revenant Seekers deal 2 damage to the Warriors, then the Kurnoth Hunters use Call to Battle to finish them off. The Sylvaneth control 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic for 7 points.
All right, Sylvaneth turn 3 was pretty good. I'm scoring well, not amazing. I get 1 for this, 4 for that again.
Yeah.
And what was my battle tactic? Against the odds over there.
Yeah.
And get my battle tactic, so that's what, 6 points this turn?
5,
7?
7.
7? Yes, because I got this point, so that's why I'm the same.
Because I made the proving ground in the middle.
Yeah, yes, that was smart call because pretty good chance of clearing those Warriors with everything I have there.
Pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought maybe if you were able to kill them, then you could have piled in and
hit something else. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yep. Still had fight last on the turn off, but it didn't matter. And the Tree Lord's just continuing to be annoying with the no pile in.
Oh, so good.
I haven't been getting like all the Ground Shaker like stomps off to fight last, but you just can't choose everything, right? Or I'm activating first and I split my attacks so neither unit's getting to pile in or whatever.
Sloppity, like no pile in. Because so many times I wanted to put like say 6 or 8 warriors just into the bugs and like do this or 4-up save and you just can't.
Yeah.
So it's real tough. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And True Lord Ancient killed 4 of the Marauders. You rolled the 1 on the battle shot. So that one's sticking around and...
Not going to be huge either way, but I wasn't going to spend a CP there, but...
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. We are going into your turn though with a chance at another double in this game. So let's go into Slaves to Darkness, turn 3.
Let's go!
The Slaves to Darkness are on their heels and choose the battle tactic gaining momentum. The Sorcerer on Manticore and Tree Lord Ancient both use their finest hour. The Sorcerers use Oracular Visions on the Chaos Lord and Manticore. The Mind Stealer uses Dominate Mind to make the Revenant Seekers fight last. The Sorcerer on Manticore fails Arcane Bolts but casts Mystic Shield on himself. The Sorcerer Lord casts Mask of Darkness, teleporting himself. The Manticore charges the Dryads, then stomps them, dealing 3 mortal wounds, and the Tree Lord Ancient uses Ground Shaker on the last Marauder Horseman. The Sorcerer on Manticore uses Spurred by the Gods and finishes off the Dryads. The Tree Lord Ancient kills the Horseman and deals 6 damage to the Chaos Marauders, who deal 1 damage back to the Ancient. The Slaves to Darkness control all 3 objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring another 10 points.
Alrighty, so back from Slaves turn 3, and yeah, did what I needed to do. Took gaining momentum, just took him out, and I knew I was going to hold both of these. I did make a small, tiny little error just forgetting about that stupid Marauder Horseman that I auto ran 6.
And you were outside of 3.
Outside of 3, and I just wanted as many models just in case if you get priority here, but then you obviously can just pile from that Marauder
And I have
Horseman.
3-inch range on on that, and a huge base to rotate.
So you didn't do too much damage at the end of the day. I didn't even say it, but I have my CP for Inspiring Presence.
Yep.
So you killed 6.
Yeah, not the end of the world.
It's not Durthu we're talking about.
No.
You know, the Ancients aren't as hitty. So yeah, and then everything else I just kind of moved over here, prepped a little bit just in case you went prio. I made the bugs fight last, just because they're the kind of fastest.
And you hold all 3 objectives again.
Yeah.
That proving ground. Now this is talking about here. I always forget proving ground. Rounds 1 and 2, I should have been using it when I wasn't going to matter. Well, you would have chosen round 1, so it would have only been round 2. I would have had a choice.
I didn't. I was aware, and I didn't remember. I didn't.
No, you for sure. You purposely didn't. But on turn 2, I could have chosen 1.
Well, you're so used to not winning priority.
Yeah.
You should know.
I know.
And more than
I do, and that's typically why I give it away, right?
Yeah.
Have that choice and that control. But yeah, you have a big turn of scoring, a decent lead, and
Mask of Darkness, the Sorcerer Lord.
Yeah.
Thinking just so I could buff them up with Demonic Power or something, but I forgot already right away that they're the -1 attack, so the Marauder's output is literally half.
Yes.
So there's no way I can take that Lord down.
Yeah.
So it's a battle of attrition now and holding points.
Into priority on turn 4.
I don't even have my bag of dice, so I gotta just roll the Season of War dice I have.
It's a 5.
And of course I don't win.
Look at that. We'll go into Sylvaneth, turn 4.
Needing to catch up on victory points, the Sylvaneth battle tactic is barged through enemy lines, and the Slaves to Darkness make their home objective the Proving Ground. The Arch Revenant and Sorcerer Manticore both fail heroic leadership. The Warsong Revenant casts Virtuous Harmony, returning a Kurnoth, and the Tree Lord Ancient fails Tree Song. The Sorcerer Manticore redeploys, moving 2 inches. The Tree Lord charges the Marauders to reinforce the Ancient, and the Kurnoth and Seekers charge towards the Slave's objective. The Tree Lord roars at the Marauders and uses Ground Shaker to make them fight last. The Kurnoth Hunters use Call to Battle and kill the Mind Stealer. The Chaos Lords deal 7 damage to the Revenant Seekers. The Tree Lord attacks the Marauders, dealing 10 damage, and the Tree Lord Ancient deals 18 damage, wiping them out. The Revenant Seeker attacks and kills the Chaos Lord. The Sylvaneth control 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring 5 points.
All right, Sylvaneth, turn 4. Getting priority here was big.
Yeah.
Though it did let you make your home objective a Proving Ground, and that denies me from taking it because I do have 6 bodies on there now.
Yeah.
Though they killed a model and healed a full.
Yeah, you'll get it turn 5 though.
Yeah, so this was a very effective turn. Tree Lord and Tree Lord Ancient did. Tree Lord did 10 damage. Ancient, you would have heard it already, 18.
Yeah.
So on way above his weight. That's because of the exploding 6s of the season I chose.
Both 6s on the...
2 6s on the Talons, and then all 4 wounded. Yeah. Go through your save. That was 12 damage right there. And then another 6 from his original sweeping blows. So 18 damage, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just I made that... The Marauders, that mistake.
That tag, being able to pile into them.
Yeah, and that one guy surviving from Miro and the one with Bravery. Perfectly being
because I wasn't worried about him because I knew you couldn't retreat him.
Yeah.
And him staying alive actually, like you said, really worked out in my favor.
Yes, because I don't care that you get this point back. I needed those Marauders to be alive.
Yeah.
Because then I could have got 4 again if I would have been able to somehow get your point back, which with all the bodies could have. So I still have a bit of a play here because Mask.
Yeah.
And you weren't able to
potentially,
tag him. If you tagged him, then
that was my hope. Was to I brought a guy back both in the spell and then from the bugs. They brought one back. I was hoping to make the big charge and tag the Manticore.
Oh yeah, and
that's where I was really wanting to tie him up with. Couldn't do it with the bugs because they're not tanky enough, but the Kurnoth, 30 wounds on a 3-up save, you're not chewing through him. So.
But the no retreat,
No retreat and no teleport out. So even here, if any had survived,
I can't mask
you can't mask them, and they're getting hit again on your turn. But here, bait for Sylvaneth, but it's still a game in terms of scoring. So
point-wise, but we know, like once it gets to 5, even if I jump back here.
Well, let's just jump into your turn real quick and go from there.
Won't be long.
All right.
The Slaves to Darkness look to scrap for points, choosing the battle tactic Barge through enemy lines. The Sorcerer on Manticore fails Heroic Leadership, while the Tree Lord Ancient succeeds. The Sorcerer on Manticore uses Oracular Visions and casts Mask of Darkness on himself. The Sorcerer on Manticore uses Rally the Tribes to summon 10 Chaos Marauders. The Slaves to Darkness control one objective and complete the battle tactic, scoring 3 points.
Okay, so back for my turn 4. I pretty much did the play that I was saying. It's like the last play I can make.
Yep.
Made the Mask of Darkness, so got the teleport off.
Yep. First step.
Pretty much setting up for turn 5 because there's no way. I could have tried to stay outside 9, make the charge with the Sorcerer Lord, make the charge with the 10 Marauders, but you're going to kill them.
I would kill enough Marauders.
So this is a way better play to take my Barge through enemy lines here, and then in turn 5, if I win Prio, I can walk on.
Yeah, well, so let's so you still hold that objective because it's the proving ground.
Technically, yes. So I will get 3 points this turn, 1 for here in my tactic.
Should put you up about 2 points right now at the end of round 4.
Up to, yeah.
And we can then just jump into priority.
Yes,
I've won 2 out of 3 so far. This is pretty big for me.
Yep.
A 2.
No, you didn't this time.
50%. I'll take 50% priorities. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So I already know what I'm going to do in this turn.
Yeah.
It's not really much.
You were just saying.
Yeah. So pretty much I walk the Marauders on. Then if you redeploy, it doesn't matter. I can put another Sorcerer Lord, whatever.
Auto run the Marauders and you can zone out space.
Don't charge you. So I'm going to take this point. I haven't taken against the odds yet. I literally saved it for turn 5. So I'd take against the odds.
That would,
So then I would get 4 for this one. I wouldn't get either of these.
No. 2 for the battle tactic.
2 for that tactic.
And then
extra for the
bonus point for taking it with the GV. So 7 points.
7, yeah.
And so that's top of 5. In the bottom of 5, I already for sure controlled these 2.
Yep.
Pretty much I would just try to, I probably don't even need it. I would do a teleport with the Kurnoth to charge and try and help here. What I would do is gain a momentum between a potential charge with the Kurnoth, the 2 Tree Lords. I have to kill 10 Marauders. I just killed 28 last turn.
Yeah.
I think I have a good chance. I think
with both of them going into there.
Yeah. You're going to be outside 3 already, so I don't need to redeploy. I think I killed 28 last time. I don't even need to roll their charge. But so turn 5, I would do gaining momentum, take the Marauders, which would also give me this point back.
Yes.
Putting me at.
Even if you didn't get that point, I think you still.
Yeah. Well, it would put me at 7, 8, 9 for the turn.
Yes.
Which would bring us tied at the end of round 5.
Yeah.
My grand strategy was more in your territory.
Yes.
What was yours?
Show of Dominance, which I can't do because I thought about it already having 10 Marauders in the middle.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave. If those were still alive, my plan was to keep them alive and then somehow if I wasn't engaged, come back out to this point and then summon my 10 right here. Like I do with the Skinks, the same thing. And I would hold both, get my grand strat.
But because that 30 block,
you could have came and killed them either way. Yeah.
Tough.
Or there for the Chaos Warriors, not dying and that type of stuff.
Yeah. So tied game at the end of round 5, and Sylvaneth edging it with the grand strategy.
Yeah.
So good close game here.
It was nuts. Yeah. That was a couple of just small little things. That big one with the Marauders there was just, oh my god, I don't know why.
From my perspective, looking at the Sylvaneth again, it was testing a bunch of new things out. I think we knew about the tricks, like the no pile in, the fight last. There are different things that we knew, they're good abilities, but how well are you going to be able to utilize them?
Into play.
They came into play
a lot.
Big this game. The pile-in, it's just the chip damage from the Marauders or the Chaos Warriors, right? They're not going to do a ton, but they might kill a bud return or something like that.
It was so good not getting them in.
No pile-in,
and -1 attack on the Ancient.
That command trait, I've loved that one for a long time, but with something like Spellsinger, right? That's you'd gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
Or even, I would have loved, like, that -1 came up in like round 4, round 5.
Yeah.
But earlier in the game, I wish I had Warsinger for the +3 movement for like stuff like my turn-off, right?
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So many units in this game, though. The Marauders, the Chaos Knights, the Chaos Warriors, all 2 attacks. So
yes.
that literally just
so many units, yeah.
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 Well, the Knights have 3, but still, yeah, -1 attack is so good against so many things.
Yes, yeah. This build, I definitely would love to get more practice with it.
Yeah.
Also, the Exploding Sixes of the Season of War was like
crazy.
Critical.
Yeah.
It made my de-leveling of the Incarnate a sure thing.
Yes.
It let me spike here to potentially win the game. That was potentially a game-winning play. At different times. Yeah, and often I forgot a couple of times, but I remembered the 6s exploding at the key moments.
Yeah. I just mean in general, like you can just not roll 6s. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's not great.
I mean, decent volume, but here, yeah, obviously the 2-on-2 Talons was huge. Yeah.
Yeah, those
12
Marauders going down was.
Yeah, that was backbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, good showcase of the Sylvaneth stuff, trying out different things, and obviously these traits are mostly good against combat armies, so they might not be as good in other matchups.
For sure.
But there's still a lot of it's a combat meta still, like heavily, right?
And not
largely.
does a ton of mortals, so like your Sylvaneth is always good if you don't have mortals, right? Like there's still other things, the 3-up save, you know what I mean? Like you are also tanky. And my list is tanky as well, but I don't do like enough damage.
No,
you know what I mean? My list is way more like
you don't chew through the high save stuff.
And this is classic why I don't usually love playing these armies. It's because I like playing the armies that you need these pieces late game, because you can usually win in turn 4 or turn 5 if you still have these big pieces that do a lot of damage, which your list does. Yeah,
Sylvaneth, they do the damage.
I got out ahead early, but I had a feeling like you can kind of tell with prior
the tempo of the game.
Yeah,
it's like
you know,
you can kind of see what's going to happen, especially with Incarnate losing level top of 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good one here. Again, happy to see Sylvaneth, different builds being viable, and it's like, playing without Spiteswarm Hive here as well is notable.
Yeah.
Different. I had the Battle Mage still. But I set up in a position where I wasn't, like, even with the Kurnoth, I didn't retreat them all the way back here. I left them in a spot where I was kind of more mid-table. I could just move up and make charges.
Yeah. And
especially with the potential of bringing back models helps you get even closer on those charges, right?
Yeah, just the extra inch. Well, inch plus base.
But you bring back a guy, it's 3 inches.
3 inches,
yeah. So even if a teleport, you do a teleport and then bring back a guy, and that's a 9-inch charge down to a 6.
Yeah, because the start of the movement, right? Then you can move the bug, and then at
it's end of the movement. Very good.
That's nice.
So nice, neat little tricks in here. But yeah, good one. Overall, I know you're testing out the Slaves build.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? First time we've had Ravagers on.
Yeah, I really like it. It's sweet. Yeah, there was I can't remember. Someone commented and asked if they could see Ravagers, and I was like, oh, perfect. That's what I want to play.
Yeah.
I love the ability to just pop 10 Marauders. Like at the beginning, it was pretty insane that the position I was in.
Yeah.
Came the 10 in here, the Knights rinsed.
Well, you completely took my weak side of the board and got into my home objective.
So for an army that isn't super fast, it's really nice, especially for the 8 objective missions.
Having that threat.
Having those just coming on 6, like the Beast Chaos do. It's like it's really good. And then the Marauders have the auto charge, so it's like you bring on 10, you pretty much know they're gonna be able to charge something.
A weak hero like the Battle Mage,
they're getting killed.
Yeah, for
sure.
So
it's cool. I really like it. The one thing is CP is like, oh god. They use a lot of CP for everything.
Yeah.
You're talking like the Chaos Lord.
He was not worth it.
No,
he didn't do enough.
He's cool, and fight twice is amazing at times.
Yeah.
But it's another CP that you just don't have.
Yeah.
So
you basically, if you're setting up for a double and you win turn, that's when you're like, okay, maybe I can use it this turn. Or, like if you're already in position.
And a few times I was like, should I use CP for this? Like, no, I need that for the bottom. Like I need that.
And even again the no pile in.
Yeah.
You were getting 1 Chaos Warrior in combat, right?
It was so good.
Yeah.
But other than that, the units I like the Winds of Chaos spell is amazing in certain situations.
Yeah.
Didn't get it off here. I just wanted to use
one of the coolest
Sylvaneth
models.
Lord, yeah. So that was cool, but I don't know. We'll see. The cat was cool. I love the fight last happened. It came up a bunch of times.
You got it off every time, and it was very significant.
It's cool. It's the little mini game of picking the dice.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Warriors, we know what they do. My list I wanted to play is a little different. I just need to get some iron golems.
Yeah.
I don't usually run the knights, but the knights and bounty hunters and the warriors, or the marauders and bounty hunters, do some damage, as we saw.
Yeah.
So that was cool too.
Yeah, and it is an army slaves that we're looking to expand for the channel as well.
Yeah, got lots of stuff.
Did pick up 12 Vanguard, so I've been budding Ridge to play them at some point.
Knights of the Empty Throne.
Yeah, but
Jordan just buys 12 Vanguard while we're at
hey,
Nova.
found them used, built and painted, can't pass up a good deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, a good game here. Hope you guys enjoyed that match as well. If you did, don't forget you can find more content in our premium membership as well. Tomorrow, the day after this video comes out, we're going to be doing a battle breakdown, talking about kind of key moments in the game, going through different tips and tech, and trying to take a deeper level. So you can check out our membership if you want access to that as well. Either way, we'll see you guys soon in another battle report.
Have a good week, everyone.